Well, hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. I was on a video just a while ago and someone said there was no sound, so I thought I would try and relog back in. And so hopefully you can hear me this time. I think that you could have heard maybe it was just a glitch or whatever. But I wanted to get on here and it seems like it's anywhere between 10:30 and 11 p.m. is when I've been sharing some live videos, and they're just live tips to be able to help you in your everyday life, and I feel like if it helps me, then it can help you, and that's what I've been loving to do lately, and so I thought I would get on here and do that as well. So one of the things that we talk a lot about creating memories, we talk a lot about getting things done. We talk a lot about our goals and dreams and creating moments, and those have been kind of the theme of 2016 for me. And so I know that it's really, really hard when we have so much clutter, and you can see my clutter even on my desk. See, I have a lot of clutter. I'm filling out school paperwork for the kids. And by the way, if you can hear me, can you let me know? Because a while ago someone said that my sound was off, so I didn't know if my phone's dying, and maybe I need to buy a new phone. But anyway, we have a lot of things that we have to get done. And as I look at some things, it gets kind of overwhelming, and I'm sure that we talked a little bit about this last night. So the one thing that can help you, and that has helped me, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical timer. It can be maybe just something on your phone or whatever, like a stopwatch or whatever. And so what you can do is you can set your timer on your phone or your computer. You can download an app or whatever, and you say, you know what, for the next X amount of minutes, I'm going to dedicate to doing X. And so it could be, like what I'm doing, I'm filling out school paperwork. Or I have to finish a module, or I have to write in my journal, or whatever it is. And whatever it is that you are having a hard time and there's a roadblock and you're trying to accomplish, you can say, I'm going to turn this timer on for however many minutes. Let's just say that you want to turn it on for 5 minutes. And you say, okay, for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to turn off all distractions. I'm going to turn off Facebook. I'm going to turn off, I'm going to turn my ringer off on my phone. I'm going to, do the very best I can to focus on the task at hand. And you turn the timer on and you get down your, whatever you're doing. Let's just say that I'm trying to write and I'm thinking and wanting to write it down, and I focus on that task at hand while that timer's going. And it's amazing as you do this throughout the day, and you do it in little chunks. You do it like maybe, and maybe yours is more than, depends on your attention span or whatever. You can say, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes or whatever. It's amazing the kind of things that you can get done in such a short amount of period. And what happens is if you start chunking it out and you do it like 5 minutes of this and then 5 minutes of that and 5 minutes of, whatever it is, before you know it, throughout the day, you have accomplished many, many things. And maybe it's even just one thing that you're working on, and you just say, you know what, I'll come back to this. Maybe you're writing a book, or maybe you're recording a song, or maybe you're, just whatever task that you're doing, you can chunk it out. And I found that, for me, that's how I feel that I can get things done. Because if you look at your desk and you look at all your emails and you look at all the things around you, then you kind of get like paralyzed, right? And you just don't get anything done. And so I think it's just so important. And I think that somebody has taught this before, to where they call it chunking. And it's little chunks of little bitty activities that you do each day. And it can be in different areas of your life. It can be in one area that you're focusing on, or whatever it is. And by the end of the day, if you look at your journal or whatever you were chunking, you say, wow, I finished a module, or I finished a chapter in a book. I find that helps me, rather than feeling like I have to sit for 2 or 3 hours and get this done. It's almost like getting I think of like a medical textbook, like my husband used to be in medical school, and, see the books that are really thick. And you think, okay, am I going to sit down here and just read the whole book at a time? Or you can just say, you know what, I'm going to read 10 pages tonight. on this book, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, or whatever. And some of us have other, things to do more than others that we want to get accomplished. And that, because a lot of people ask me, how I get things done. And I get a lot of things done because time is so valuable to me, because, having 8 kids, anytime I have any little bit of time to myself, I try to utilize it the very best that I can. And that, over the years of having these children and now grandkids, and just trying to get done the things that I personally want to do, that's how it gets done. And I'm sure a lot of you probably use this method already, and I'm not even sure that that's the right term for it, is chunking. But like I say, if you can just even do this in one area of your life, you will be amazed to go from start to finish. And as you're writing in your 5-minute journal, and those of you who have gotten that and following that, the three amazing things that happened today, you can go back and look at what you were doing and looking at the chunking and thinking, oh, wow, and then whatever you didn't get done, you just move it to the next day. And don't beat yourself up thinking, I didn't get, this done, or I didn't get that done, or whatever. And then just move it to the next day and begin chunking it out again. And if you look at your progress over a period of, like, say, 5 to 7 days, over a week or whatever, it will amaze you at the things that you have gotten done. So that's how it happens. That's how I try and get things done that way. I hope this has helped you. It is, I'm really getting tired now, and it's going to be, it's time to get to bed. And I hope you guys are having an awesome night. I hope that, I'm not sure how it is anymore on where there's a live subscribe button or there's a follow button or whatever, but you can follow, you can subscribe, so we can chat. And I love sharing late night chats with you. On another note, I know some of you, before I head to bed, share the chunking thing. Hi, Preston. That's my son. I saw you on Facebook tonight with your wife, and it was nice to see you. So anyway, that's how I get it done, and that's how you can get that done as well. And so, but before I head to bed, I know a lot of you on here, I have some dear friends that are on here even that are going through a lot of different trials in their life and health issues in their family or whatever. And I just wanted to, reach out to you and tell you how much I'm thinking about you and everything like that. So there you go. I will let you go. I just wanted to share my chunking method with you, and let you know too, like I talked about this last night, about once we get my Amazon business on autopilot, then we're going to be doing personal development retreats, and we get to do this all day long, where we're talking and discussing things that can better ourselves and everything. So I love you guys. Nadia, you knew who I was talking to, and I think about you often about what I had just spoke about. So I will let you guys go. Hope this little tip has helped you on what I do to get things done, and I will let you go. I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome night.